I wish good things to you who's watching this. So the title is what it is. Yeah, let's play some Carcassonne together, and it's kind of gonna be whoever signs up to do that first in the comments. But also I want to say that this stream is with a 1 minute delay, so I'll be responding to the chat a little bit slower than usual. So this means that if you send me a challenge on Board Game Arena or here, then it could take me some time to respond. Yeah, in the meantime, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait a couple of minutes for one of you to send me a challenge, and if not, I'm just going to do some arena games and try to comment on them at the start. As you can see from my rating over here, I'm not in particularly good shape at the moment. Well, in part is that because I've been also playing 4-player Carcassonne just for fun, and it's really different type of game, but then also you can lose a lot of rating points per game. I think like around 30 or 40 on average if you're in last place, and then also another one I timed out accidentally, so I got a penalty, and actually that was like minus 88 for one game. But anyway, the rating is not that important. I was just really just trying to fill in like that 1 minute time when there's a delay and stuff. Oh yeah, so when you do send me like a challenge, then please do so both in the comments here and in Board Game Arena, so that I make sure that this is the same person doing this and that I know who you are. And also send me only not too fast time controls, because I also want to be able to like comment a little bit on my moves and maybe on some of your moves, and we can discuss those games a little bit together. Also, oh yeah, and like standard competitive Carcassonne stuff, preferably without expansions, just the classics. So now what I'm gonna do, I think, let's just actually start with a quick arena game in any case. So it's would be good to, oh no, we have a first challenge over here from Elias, so we have to do one game. Also, so we've been playing actually quite a lot recently, and not just regular Carcassonne, but also some of these variants that are very good for practice with special rules. For example, we've played one where you have to place a meeple on every move, like if you can. And then we played one where you what was the rule? Where you're not allowed any quick points. And this actually, there's loads of those, at least 5 or 6 of these games with these special rules that you can use to practice some certain aspects of your game. So for example, for me, the hardest variance was where you're not allowed to score quick points, because I usually do a lot of quick points in this game. All right, so what do we have here? Kind of standard move at the start, and already we don't have a very good position because his monastery meeple is controlling my meeple over here. Yeah, not quite sure what to do with that. Now, probably just need to finish this road, but the thing is, it also matters a lot like how you're going to turn it. Yeah, but so actually for a long time I used to turn it like this, because technically there are like fewer cities with a road, so my opponent would be not able to complete a city that easily. However, I think that this move is better now, because if I turn it this way, then I'd be giving him an opportunity to score 2 points with a city cap with a crossroads, for example. And also, when we do like this, we set up an opportunity to attack the city with tempo. So for example, if we draw another crossroads and we put it up top, and then we get to go over here. Interesting position again. So like we have several moves. We can grab 4 points, which has never hurt us to grab 4 points. We can connect to the city, although this is probably the worst move. But I think I like this move the best, just kind of getting out of this situation where we're getting controlled by the monastery people. Okay, now we just have to take 4 points, well, 3 points effectively, and then start attacking. So now actually is an interesting situation. Like I'm not sure exactly what to do in my next move. So probably, yeah, that's I think the okay without meeple. Sure, why not? So I could do this, right? But I think that this move is better. I still have loads of meeples. It's okay to have multiple open cities, and I get to attack this with tempo. I want to constrict this, not let my opponent score easy 10 points. Hi, Melvin. All right, we're getting some more viewers. That's great. Yeah, just to remind you, you can send me a challenge in Board Game Arena after this. Or if you don't have premium, then you can just leave a comment and then I'll send the challenge to you. All right, so now red is thinking over here, probably deciding between, well, a good place to take quick point, and of course the best place is this because it's set up an attacking platform. Ah, okay, so slight imprecision from our opponent. I don't think this was the best place to do so. Well, I can see a little bit of the idea over here is kind of constrict some of the attacking squares, but the thing is actually doesn't matter because when I'm gonna attack this city, it's always going to be from this side. Like I will wait for a city tile no matter how long. And actually this is precisely what we're gonna do now. Turn it this way. So the thing, we're not getting the best probabilities here. Actually, if you're blocking the city like this, I forget those chances, but it was like slightly below 50%. I think 45. But if you wait for the right tile for too long, you also reduce your probabilities as well even further. So it's actually normally it's better to attack earlier, sooner than later. And as you see, you know, we don't get the block, our opponent doesn't get the defense, so it's gonna be, well, this tension is gonna be resolved in just in a bit. And interesting situation over here that all the 4 starting tiles are out. So I now drew this, and this means that blocking will matter more in this game than it normally does. Okay, now it's a question of which city to finish. So we could complete this one because it's the one that gives us more points. However, I think completing this one is better because it gives us a little bit one extra attacking square over here. And we will have one more tile to complete this city. So you see, this guy already, it's like this city with the right turn is already out. So this means that like we can't draw it over here anymore. So we better finish this city and just hope that we get to complete the other. And as you see, it's gonna be so easily blockable. Okay. Now comes the tile that's gonna be very difficult to play, so we're gonna spend some time on it over here. So we don't want to like discard that completely, but we also starting a rune over here seems a little bit premature. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go over here and grab this one. Because it's not really possible to block this over here. Oh, okay, that's actually an interesting one as well. So 4 crossroads are already out, and we might, at the expense of our city, try and constrict this guy. So first of all, already 4 of these crossroads are out, and then if red wants to complete his monastery, then he will have to do so with setting up a blocking platform. And now this means that he will not be able to productively use curves really. So he will have to use a curve over here or over here. So he won't really be able to complete this road with a curve. So kind of like this move. But a thing that we should do quite soon is this field's getting quite juicy. It's already 6 points, but potentially 12 points, well, 15 if we're really dreaming big here. So I could go over here as well. Like at some point and just drop a field meeple with this double connection, but there will still be time for that. Ideally, of course, I want to draw something like, you see one of those 3 tiles that fit in over here. Now, that's a good question. By the way, we should also do some counting, but nothing specific, like counting-wise, nothing extraordinary has happened other than these 4 guys going out. Well, I guess 3 straight roads are out, 4 crossroads are out, 2 turns. I'm gonna just make this move and okay, that's great. This is perfect. I'm considering something over here. So, okay, our candidate moves are starting a ring road, which is always good. Then we could also go over here and kind of save our city to 3 tiles and then drop a field meeple even. I kind of like this move. Although ring roads, I really don't want to give up on ring roads. It's actually not quite clear what to do here. Another move is to go over here as well. Ooh, that will be annoying for them. But the thing that I don't want to happen is like for my opponent to draw something like this and then share the city. Basically, I want to just reduce the number of tiles that my opponent gets to use productively. Yeah, we're gonna do just this. Well, the thing is, and of course my opponent gets the tile that I need, is that we could be like losing 1 in 8 games over here. However, I think if we don't get complete this, we have 2 options. We can either build up a small field over here, or we can connect through this meeple. So it's not like, even if we don't get this tile, we have some options for winning, even though red is in a much better position with this monastery as well. As you see, because we don't take this ring road. Oh, okay, that's good. So you see, now my opponent was forced to finish this, and he wasn't able to grab 3 points. So that's why you do these blocks. It's not necessarily that you can trap these meeple, but you can, well, cause some inconvenience for them. And yeah, then simple move, you see 4 points, you take them. Yep. Of course, this is the correct field meeple. I kind of need to start thinking about win conditions already. Can I win without my fields? By the way, 5 curves remaining and 5 straight lines, 3 simple city caps, 2 triangles only, by the way, 2 regular triangles. Not regular as in like regular triangles, but okay, you get what I mean. Okay, we get a tile that's hard to play. So this field will be significant, which is why I'm hesitant starting a ruin. I could go actually over here, but it has a shield. I don't want to really give up on it. So we could really just go over here and start a ruin like this, or we could even go over here and have some prospects for finishing the city. But the thing is, like, it's actually quite easily blockable. Because at least the point of this ruin is that, like, if we get one of the 2 remaining these tiles, we can score 8 points. I don't know. Maybe I could use some help from the chat, actually. Well, this is blockable in 1 move, right? On the other hand, all the blocking tiles are pretty good, and then I'ma just do it. I'm just gonna do it. Oh, we're so screwed. So we'll lose the coin flip for the monastery. We're at -5 on the scoreboard. We need we need a lot of things to happen to be able to win this. I'm just gonna like keep building stuff. I don't know. What if I complete this city? Like, you never know. Also, perhaps if we get like a straight line or something, we can constrict this meeple again, and then we can start a counter field somewhere, although I kind of feel that I will need to play for the main field anyway. Only one of those remaining. 4 straight lines remaining, by the way. 3 straight lines. Okay, so he's not blocking me. Because that was 100% blocked. 2 city caps. 2 regular city caps. You know what? Check this out. I have a bunch of field connections. Like, I can go over here. I can go over here, drop a field meeple, but I like this one. Although, so here's the thing, like, it creates a coin flip. There's also this opportunity, because when you look for field connection, you want to look for field connection that gives you extra value. But now we kind of have to decide, do we have a path to victory without a field? You know what? We're gonna do this later. I just want to 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 5 curves remaining still, and like I just hope he doesn't have a productive move. Yay! You see, so it's important to be annoying. Now he just can't go over here, and importantly, he can just connect. Okay, great. So now that he has overfarmed, overfarming is a term that I use to say that when you fight for a farm and you make the majority more than necessary. So for example, he has a 3-to-1 advantage over here. So this means that he's scoring 7.5 points per meeple at the moment, and maybe that's something that we can build up elsewhere. Now we have a dilemma. Do we go over here? Do we go over well, we kind of want to constrict the city. On the other hand, we really want to curve over here because there's still quite a few of those left. There's 1 divider of each kind as well, so we're just gonna take the 7 points, please and thank you. So what should he do? I don't know, just probably continue his road, like here. Then he could just connect these 2 meeples, which is usually good. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. We have an interesting choice over here. We can actually... So unfortunately 3 triangles have gone out, and like if we do this, we'll have only 3 tiles left that complete the city. On the other hand, it's such a high impact possibility. Not easy to block, and the thing is, like, if he starts blocking, we get to complete this city, so it's good. The downside is that this meeple kind of gets frozen a little bit, and then maybe we can make some like desperation move and freeing out this meeple and just subjecting this under block. But I mean, what you gonna do? I think it's just where this tile belongs, doesn't it? Mine. This was mine. Okay. Loads of possibilities here. Again, I want to be constricting this like with a straight line, but there's only 3 of those remaining. Oh yeah, I missed that. But I think we just need to catch up on points and set up this connection over here. Okay, so you see, so now he kind of blocks us. Now, well, this would give us 75% for juicy city plus an extra small field over here. I guess we need to go over here, right? There, it's really no-brainer. The downside of this move is that this is blockable now, so he could kind of turn this into a ruin if he gets a triangle. But the thing is, like, there's not too many triangles left. And if he gets a triangle, the ones that fit here are with the... No, one is with the shield, one's a divider. But if he gets the shielded one, he needs it here anyway, so we're really only afraid of 2 triangles with a curve like this that he could productively use over here, while then 4 big tiles. I mean, like, we just still have to go here, right? Because 75 exactly. So the kind of tile that I didn't want him to have, now he's gonna place it over here and create a ruin for me, and this will leave me a tough choice again. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 curves remaining. I'm gonna keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 curves remaining. By the way, let me know if everything's okay with the audio and stuff. Okay, so he doesn't block. This means that we have to, of course, do this. It's just an automatic move. Oh, let's go. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, so now he does the block, but it doesn't matter. So now I think we have a path to victory without the field, because at the moment this field is 15 points, which is exactly these two monasteries. Now you're going to score over here. The question is, do we already take the 6-point field? And because like it doesn't have much potential. But on the other hand, I mean, there's only 20 tiles remaining. Like, what else am I going to use these meeples for? 4 monastery tiles are out. Oh, that's a fantastic tile just for us. So we get to score +4. And he's just trying to complete a city, which it's okay, but we will still have time to attack it or block it. By the way, 1 regular city cap remaining. We have to score the +4 here, right? Now, we could... Oh, no, we shouldn't meeple this. Oh, and it's great. We're setting up a road with some extra value, so we'll be flipping for this tile over here. There's still 2 of those left, and the value of this tile now for me is 5 points. For him, it's 4 points. Plus, also he kind of needs this as a city cap, so it's a really good position to be in. Oh, now we're gonna have a dilemma. By the way, why I was being so silly here that I actually, that wasn't 75%. I just didn't notice I had a divider already. So we got quite lucky over here, which is great. Now we have a choice between going over here and just constructing his city, or even joining to this city while we're at it. But the thing is, like, I don't want to join. I don't want to spend my last meeple before I get another one out. That's the problem over here. And on the other hand, if he gets just 1 more city caps, okay, so there's a regular city cap. There's still 1 of those left. I think we just have to do something like this. As annoying as it is without a meeple. Precisely because now we get this tile. On the other hand, this is not good for us because now he kind of gets... let's actually use this time to count up points, because like this one I'm not sure. So I'm +2, 4, 5, I'm +1. This is 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are equal, so I'm still at +1. Field is currently 15, 14, so I'm at 0. And now basically I'm at +6 at the moment, but he has 1 extra meeple. But now we get 6 more points, so I'm at +12 at the cost of a meeple. +9. Actually, interestingly, I think there's some off chance of completing this. Well, we could dream about it, but this is not our win condition. I think we just have to, well, win the coin flip for this city cap, really, because like for him it's going to be 7 points. What did I say? We're at +9, right? I think we're at +9. And now, so we're adding ourselves 5 points. So we're going to be at +14. We don't get to complain about the run out, actually. Okay, now we do. Oh, that's that tile. It's oh, it's gonna give so much for. Okay, so it's like +11, yeah. Well, we still get to complete here. Not that this is super important or anything. What do I do with this? There's really like not much that you can do. It's yeah, it's something. Only 2 curves remaining. We can't even start the show. We can start a road over here as well. We just have to do a constriction. Weak move, but there is not much better. Okay, so he adds 8 points at least. We were at +11. So yeah, no, so we're at +2. Well, it's actually kind of a good thing because there's not much we can do. And the thing is, like, we can't take this field yet because he will connect our. Well, isn't bad that he will connect our meeple. Also, there's a monastery that we're flipping for. I don't know if I want to eliminate. Okay, so I'm +2. I guess I'm just gonna do +3, right? Are there any of those? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still actually one of those triangles left, right? So just gonna do this. We're at +3. +1. Oh, oh, and not not too many good things that we can do, right? Although actually there's loads of city caps if you think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. I mean, we just have to. We'll lose on time. +4? No, +2. I could be off a little bit with the points, but it's kind of a little bit difficult to do this on stream as well. Maybe let me. Okay, so +1. Now we get to do either this or this, but I think this is just clearly better, right? We could even consider meepling this. Okay, so we have a triangle. Oh no, there's no triangle with the road. What am I doing? So this will give us. Do we get 3 points like this, or do we get 3 points like this? Actually, I think this is kind of better. Yep. +4, -5. So we get 1, 2, 4. So here we get 6, and here we get also 6. Actually, we get only 5, interestingly. No kidding. I think there we get only 5, right? Am I not confusing? Because the thing is, like, we would be adding 6 points to ourselves here. We would be adding. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, there's no curve. That's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Wait. I don't think there's. So we just have to grab these 6 points, and I'm not sure what could happen there. Oof. I do think we'll lose though, by a few points. I'm not quite sure about that. I do think the ending was correct though. Because we would be getting here +5. Yeah, we would be getting to here only +5, and here we got at least 6. Yep, by 2 points we should be losing. No, we should be winning by 1 point. Is that so? Oh yeah, we should be losing by 2 points. Anyway, great game. Yeah, well done. So okay, what a way to start the evening with a loss on stream. But I don't know. Let me know if you would have made any move differently. Flip for the monastery, but the thing is, like, I wasn't so far ahead anyway. I kind of there was this monastery spot as well. Yeah, I guess we just I think really did what we had to do there. I don't know. Well, was this extra? No, I don't think so. But on the other hand, like, had we added this to our city, we would have had 1 more point. He would have had 1 more point less. On the other hand, had we not done this, maybe he would have completed the city somehow, or at least created a lot of pressure with remaining city caps. And by that point, there were still a few city caps remaining. So, yeah, just let me know in the comments. I'm super curious. All right, next game. Who do we have? Where are the challenges? All right, ever. So it's so we're playing against all these strong players today. I guess I'm just gonna send you a challenge. Not the best tile to start with, but we'll take it. Okay, great tile this. Yep, we'll just go over here. Without meeple on the road, even though I used to do these moves with the meeple on the road, and actually I think this is not the worst. Okay, we're just getting good tile here. Of course you put this over here to control Blue's monastery. Now you see, this one's not obvious. So what this move did it create an attacking platform? Ideally want to start a new city like this, but then we want to be completing this with triangles. The thing is, we don't really get any triangles. I guess I just have to go over here and, you know, yeah, and get quite lucky on the next turn. Yep. At the start of a game, it's okay to meeple those roads, but I'm not sure if that's like fully necessary, but you know, you can do it. This move, actually, I'm not a fan of, not at all. So what this, I mean, there weren't like really many good places to put this over here, but it's really like helping me more than himself, because there's still 2 attacking spots and one of them next to my monastery anyway. So basically, when you have this, you want to stay put and you want to get away from this situation on your very next moves. You want to wait for a city cap, which there's still loads left, and then or in the worst case scenario for a triangle, even though triangles are not ideal, because in some scenarios you put a triangle over here and then I get to connect through here. Yeah, so well, we're gonna take advantage of that. On the other hand, there are some scenarios how this gets blocked, and I think what Nick's gonna do here is he's just gonna go over here. On the other hand, he might consider going over here so that he gets to start a new city with extra value for this piece of road. By the way, just like last time, again, actually I don't think this one's the best one, because, you know, he could have been bothering me. Now we need to ask ourselves, how greedy are we? We might just go over here and even meeple this road, but it gets constricted at some point of the time. I think we need to do something this and this, as weird though as it may look, because we need to kind of connect over here. I like this move a little bit more. Well, now, yes, we're creating for our opponent's platform to re-attack, and there are some scenarios how we're losing the city. But the thing is, like, if he re-attacks at least, and if we lose the city, we get to block this meeple, so we have to go here. Even though it's a shielded tile, yes, and that's fine. Okay, will he do it? Will he do it? That's a really good question. Because maybe if he doesn't do it, maybe I will do it. But with a 15-point lead, it's not something that we have to do anyway, because we got a very lucky run out of tiles. So I'm not even sure that I should be attacking this city. Well, let's see what he does first. I kind of really hope that he just finishes this one over here, and then we just get to not worry about this one forever. Because if he like puts over here, then we have really no good defense. So check this out. So yeah, this is the move that I did not want to see. And then what do we do? I guess we just could drop a divider next to our monastery. On the other hand, we're taking a monastery spot away from ourselves, and do we want to really be doing that? We could start a new city like this. We could start a new city over here. Really, like, not the most convenient tile to place. And if he places a road over here, well, we're gonna still have 3 of those left. Nothing really can block. Well, I mean, he can block me over here a bit, I guess, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Oh, interesting. So now it's not gonna. Now we have an interesting choice. Like we could even go over here. But I don't want to get with 2 meeples stuck, so I kind of like this move a little bit more. So now it's a good situation because he can't continue this because I will be blocking. Yeah, that's decent, but the thing is, like, it's not too. I could meeple this actually, and I will at some point, but we just need to grab the 4 points, of course, in the first instance. He has to go over here. Oh, now what do we do? We could just go over here because we don't have too many good places to score 2 points. So the thing is, like, we could go over here to protect this square a little bit. On the other hand, it's not that this is like super blockable anyway. And we kind of should be attacking this at some point. But I mean, I just think I'm just losing this city because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to be 20 points. Well, we're going to equalize and we're going to be slightly ahead. So I really don't like using these guys for blocking normally. And like I guess we can afford for him to complete this city, but I don't want to do this because I'll be giving him a ring road. By the way, it's actually a huge thing that you do not want to, when your opponent has a road like this, you want to make sure that if they want to complete this road, that they use a road finisher. By the way, a move like this is also legit. Like you could set up an attacking platform for this guy and also kind of pre-build a road over here, but I think it's just a little bit wishful thinking. I'm just gonna do this, but the question is, do I drop a field meeple? I don't like dropping a field meeple with 0 points though, so I'm not gonna do it. Well, yeah, and also the thing is, like, because he's so low on meeples, we're just eliminating the number of useful tiles for our opponent. By the way, only 0 city caps left. This is something to take a mental note. Thank you. Evercube. That's actually a very convenient way to pronounce it. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I don't know if any of you are into chess, but this great YouTube channel. It's kind of old now, but they still keep posting. It's called Chess Network. And if I'm gonna tell you now, like, why I remembered this about now, it's gonna be a long time. But basically, the story is that he just also came up with the idea to read those screen names that have 3 of the same words in it as like that word cubed. Okay, so our options are: we can go over here, we can start blocking over here, given that this option I do not like actually, because it's not too many points. I don't want to be giving him a meeple back. So this option is actually a little bit problematic because I'm letting him free up this meeple with extra value. Check this out, because so when I now he can't finish this because he needs to wait for this tile first. But if I start blocking over here, then by finishing his city, he will be indirectly defending it at the same time. On the other hand, I mean, we just have to do it, right? Well, that's great. He needs to go over here. The way, such a lovely tile. That's just perfect. Like, I don't think you can justify doing anything else here. Okay, but that's good, because you see, we're just applying a little bit of pressure over here. We could start a block, which I like. We could also go over here, which is, like, not that great, actually, because there are better tiles that fit here. But actually, you know what? We're gonna be... I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this. Because I want to be pre-building this stuff. So we just need to ensure that we have an adequate compensation for this city, and then the game's gonna be quite equal. By the way, if we're getting, there are still 7 curves remaining. Oh, that's a good move. Annoying one. But if I do get like a curve or something, oh, where did I drop this divider now? I don't have good moves. Because I can't go over here, I can't go over here, I can't go anywhere. Well, I can actually go over here. I can even drop a... Yeah, I don't want to... No, I don't want to give him tiles. I just have to go over here, I guess. Yep, okay, he finishes it, but it's okay. And we could meeple one of those, but I just kind of like the idea of getting this out of the way and threatening to complete this. With this tile that I needed. He's probably thinking between completing his city and taking this, and I would do this. Yes, I agree with him. Okay. So 6 more points. So now we have to place over here. By the way, yeah, I should finish my monastery at some point, but it's just... And that also was the purpose of this move as well. Okay, so there's 2 tiles over here remaining only, and at least I'm being annoying. Very interesting choice now. So the thing is, like, I could place it over here, but the thing is, like, now I only have 3 saving tiles. And I think saving the city is not that important because there's only 2 of those left. So actually that's a common thing, like people would just stick in anything for indirect defense, but the thing is, like, I want to be defending this with a road, right? And if I place it over here, then I'm just hoping that I'm going to draw this tile before he draws any city. And even though all the 5 city caps are out, which reduce the number of tiles that fit here, there's still 2 triple cities that fit here and 2 triangles, right? Even though he kind of needs a triangle elsewhere, I think I have to go for this. Yep, and he will now go over here, which is fine. I kind of don't think there's a different move that he can do. We're running out of curves, by the way, because we need to get a curve before he gets this, and the odds are in our favor because we need to, it's 2 tiles before. Yeah, I think you get it. By the way, this is great. Like, you know, he didn't use a curve over here. So am I now going to remain without meeples? That's the question. I kind of don't want to do it. So let me think. How many curves are there? It could be 29 tiles, but there are other kinds of curves. So there's 2, 6. Okay, what do we need the meeples for then? That's also a good question. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's also another problem that we kind of... Am I really gonna make this move without a meeple? I might just as well do it. Let me know if you would meeple this, by the way. You would try to block the... Oh, yeah, probably Elias means that with this tile he would try to block the big city, I guess. But, well, this actually worked out quite for me. Okay. I'm being a Actually, that's an extremely conservative move off me. Yeah, here's my curve. Which actually I'm gonna use. Oh wait, or is this better? It's +2 and this. Because I want to be eliminating this as well. Oh, that's perfect. We got a tile that fit him over here, so we're at 50% of really, really annoying our opponent. But I think we have to do something like this. And my opponent with the meeple advantage for the first time in the game. Only 4 triangles left, so I guess I have to just do something like this. Because he needs this over here. This one he also needs over here. It's just going to be, I think, quite annoying for him. Okay, so only 2 of those caps left. Nobody's taking this curve. That's kind of a problem, that I need the curve everywhere. So this is, by the way, the main thing that why I didn't want to place this tile over here, because I would be needing the curve everywhere. And a lot really depends now on what happens over here. By the way, we're actually at 25% chances, like completely winning this, and then there is a 50% chance of him. This is so weird. Like I see this kind of, my opponent is sort of has his meeple tangled up everywhere, but I'm the one without meeples. I should do some counting actually. So I think there were 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 curves remaining. 3 big tiles. That's an interesting move, yeah. So he equalized my field. I mean, he had to kind of do it at that point. Okay, well now you just need to get out of harm's way. And now it's 2-2 for meeples. Oh, I would have loved to drop a divider over here, which is why he's gonna do that now. Okay. Now we should really think hard. Do we take one of those cities? Do we take Carcassonne? How many triangles are there? Oh. It's like when you have something like this, you kind of want to eliminate these city possibilities, right? On the other hand, we could be just grabbing this ruin right here, right now, and then starting a block on this guy as well. That would be great, actually, if we could do that. But 5 points, is it really worth it? I think I should just go over here, right? And then if he meeples, well, then we join. No meeple. Well, we get one of those, which is great for us. Yeah, we're not going to defend, because there's only 2 of those. There's only 1 of those anyway, like we're not going to get it. And I think with this move, no, there's still 1 of those left, actually, yeah, but there are not too many triangles. Like it's not such a great move. I'm gonna still play it, because there's gonna be some threat of completion. Also, we get massively lucky over here because he doesn't get to complete his city at all, and well, that's one way to win the game. With just drawing what? Oh, 3 tiles, I think, at the time of defense. Was it? Or is it 2 tiles? I think it's 3, so it only happens 1 in 8 games. I get it. Actually, if I were him, I wouldn't do it. I would just take 2 points and block with something else, because like, you block when you're ahead, and you don't block when you're behind. So that was the last one. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4. The thing is, like, there's only 1 triangle left, so we're not in all likelihood finishing this, but 5 points, still 5 points. Maybe we can turn this into a ruin as well. And just to have this 50% chance, it's always nice. He'll probably now start blocking over here, as we can't defend. Oh, by the way, nothing fits here as well. That's actually just unfortunate for him. Well, what will happen is that if he drops over here, then... But what can we do? What can we do productively? I guess we can just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's only one straight road left anyway, but there's still loads of curves, but curves we need anywhere. Anyway, so we're at least setting up ourselves for productive use of a curve. Okay, so he gets our triangle, which is not a big deal, but well, let's see what he does with it actually, because here's the thing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, no. There is one of these guys remaining. So we get a productive move with this. We just place it over here and kind of pre-build the city or ruin in the event that we draw the case tile over here. One of those big guys, which is actually just the quadruple city. So this means that it will be a ruin rather than a city. By the way, we should be calculating points. We're at plus 10. Over here we're at plus 1. So we're at no, we're at minus 1, so we're at plus 9. Over here we're at plus 1. Great move. Okay, we just need to dump this tile somewhere, I guess, but we don't want to go. We don't want for it to be picked up. Because we don't want to create a big ruin either. Yeah, I just like I didn't want him to take that. 1, 2. Well, yeah, you can do that, but there was nothing to do with this tile. Now it's a question because like there's still 3 curves remaining after this, so there's a high chance of. But can we really risk it leaving ours? You know, I think we should make it like if there's a move that gives us plus 10, we should do it. Even though ideally we want to be doing this first, so that he doesn't get it. Like we can afford to lose 3 points here, and then we win another coin flip. For these 3 points. Yeah, so sometimes this happens. Oh yeah, so I was saying we are at plus 10, so in this we have plus 9, in this we have plus 5, so plus 14, plus 13, plus 12, plus 20, plus 26. Yeah. Well, I mean, so his potential is to get plus 9 over here, so that'll be plus 15. But now we're at plus 29 because we just keep winning all those coin flips. We win this coin flip as well for 1 point. But I'm actually not even sure that I want to do this because we will be creating another fields, and he's the only one that can get his meeple back. So maybe we don't need this point that much. Yeah, I see what you're doing, but we just want another coin flip. We can block off 3 points over here because there's nothing that fits here anymore. Wait, I forgot about the starting tiles. Oh yeah, there was still one of those left, so we don't want to do that. What does it matter? Because, yeah, oh, okay, we win another coin flip. And another coin flip. Because now, no matter where he drops this tile, I mean, we'll be able to take 4 points unless he starts a new city over here. Turned out this decision not to meeple the monastery turned out to be, you know, quite fruitful. Normally it's okay to put your last meeple when you, but then you need to have multiple points of retrieving your meeple back, and I had mine only through a curve. Okay, that's a good move, because now maybe he wins this coin flip, but actually we could actually just drop a field meeple as well, but wait, what? I was hallucinating the entire time. I even had outs for this. I was just like, why did I hallucinate? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, so we even get our meeple back. Not that we have to necessarily, but oh yeah. Well, let's take the meeple back. And then grab this field, and then he'll continue his road. He should turn this. Yeah, that's a very so. That actually, I really like what Blue is doing over here, because like even he's losing the game, he's still trying to make the best and most precise possible moves. So the thing what this moves does, it forces me to add a point to his road, because I want to be taking this field. And had he turned the curve the other way, I would be able to do this without adding a point to his field. I guess we're just going to grab some 3 points over here, and that's it. Yeah, all right, thanks for the game. Well, you know, sometimes there are games like this where we just get all tiles, and, you know, there's nothing that can really happen, but such is the variant of Carcassonne. I hope that you still were able to get something out of it. Right, I think we're gonna do a couple more. So, who's gonna send me the next challenge? Okay, so it ends up winning at, yeah, plus 34, but let's think. So had we completed this, we would have gotten the meeples back, and yeah, so that would be like just an interesting fight going on, because perhaps we could grow this, somebody would take this ruin or this one. Yeah, even though of course I was insanely lucky, I think we managed to make some kind of precise moves as well. So for example, with this one over here, posing a lot of problems for these meeples. And yes, he had the 75% to get this out, but then he needed the same tile over here and over here and over here as well. So it's very often that when you block, even if the blocks are not 100%, you can kind of set them up in such a way that your opponent needs to get the same tile for multiple spots. So that's one thing. Yeah, what else? And also I think it was important like not to save this, because even we lost this meeple, that wasn't a game changer, and at least in order to do this, so actually in order to do this ended up costing our opponent 6 points this block anyway, because as a result we were able to get these 3 points over here instead of blue. Yeah, so with the blocking, it's just surprising how many meeples you can afford to get trapped if they get points. With the real okay, Marco, let's go. Can you send me the challenge? I guess. How's been the quality of the stream though? Is it lagging? I think I need to move my laptop again, because like I checked my internet speeds today. They were just through the roof. Right here, slightly. Yes, I can see your challenge now. Perfect. I'll accept it in just a bit. Oh yeah, I literally moved my 1 meter, and I think it should have become better. It's weird. All right. So we only have strong players as opponents today. Kind of would be interesting to like play somebody at an intermediate or beginner level as well, but maybe that's something for the future streams. How would my game go? All right, so we don't start in this game. We could go over here. Yeah, we just have to do this, I guess. Do not let your opponent complete 6-point cities, no matter the cost. Oh, okay, great. If the stream has been almost perfect, that's very good to hear. Oh, we're gonna have a big city. Now here comes the decision. Do we connect to... Okay, there is not too many points. The thing is, like, ideally I want to make a ring road over here, but, you know, we can't really just have tiles on demand, so we're just gonna add 1 point to ourselves. This is a legit move, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I think you could go for something more ambitious. Like if I were yellow, I would have put it over here with a meeple and then try to finish this road with a curve. Because the thing is, then whenever you get to finish a road without using a road finisher. That's usually a good thing. But I don't really have much to do. I don't want to like be attacking over here because in some scenarios this actually hurts me. So just me at 1 point. Okay, do you place? Yes, you place over here, constricting me. Well, what do I do? We could go over here, but it's super not clear what to do. We could go over here as well, actually. And then just start a new city. We could go over here as well, but it's not such a powerful block because... And that's a decision over here. We could go over here as well. Actually, I like this one the best. Well, 4 tiles remaining, but we have to save this meeple. It's important. Four tiles remaining. So the thing over here, why I wanted to leave the city cap like this, is that so if my opponent completes the city, then I get to jam something in over here. But now I'm just gonna take it myself, subjecting my little guy for attack over here. But no, I can still re-attack. Like it's not. Maybe I should do it now. It's kind of getting a little bit dangerous, but I still want to get this guy out of the way first to have multiple attacking spots. I don't know. And then again, I should be at some point just attacking this city, but we're gonna be patient and we're gonna go over here. And because the thing is like, oh, that's a good move, yeah. Because you see, a move that I was considering is instead of taking 3 points, I could pre-build a 5-point road over here. But instead, we should be taking 3 points. But where? We could be doing it here to create an attacking platform in case he does connect. I kind of like this best. On the other hand, we could do this over here to, first of all, close off field connection, because there are some scenarios when he wins this field, and this one I don't quite. I'm sort of a bit cautious about that. Yeah. Oh, this is a complete block, by the way. Yeah, that's nice. Well played. But it doesn't matter. It's just too many points this monastery. But I think this city could be so high impact that creating this attacking platform is more important. You see, so this is a tile that he could have used over here, but instead he... Oh, but what are you doing, yellow? I was just praising this as such a good move because he sort of blocked myself completely, but now he just did not recognize that there's nothing that fits here anymore. So he just like gave me 1 point for nothing instead of taking 3 points for himself. So yeah, count tiles. Oh, why is it buffering? I thought I makes it better. Anyway, I'll upload it more like in better quality. No. It's, you know, a just in case kind of move. Well, it turned out not to be necessary. Yeah, I get this. Well, now, okay, so now at least we have like a reasonable chance over here and over here. Oh, I put myself in this weird situation though. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's still one left for connection over here, but there's still something left of connection over here. By the way, like this move is just with the sole purpose that he doesn't do it. Oh, we're opening up a field connection, but I think we can afford to do that. Especially since we get this tile. And there's even still one left to divide ourselves over here. So okay, it seems to me that my stream should be working fine now again. Yep, at least so it says. Well, yeah, but then that's kind of just conceding the game. I think Marco's path to victory was basically just trying to somehow win this big field. That's actually a good move, because now he prevents me from winning this big field, you know. Should we try and win it just for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah. There's only 2 curves remaining, right? And do I want to go for the 75%? It's unblockable though. Oh, there's actually 3 curves remaining, one of them with the city. Because the thing is, like, I mean, what else am I gonna do? Why not? Let's just... Not that it matters or anything. You can even enlarge the field. Yeah, there was the curve, and now we get the divider tile, so it's looking quite good for us. Well, we don't get the field. And I embarrassingly miscounted the curves. But don't think it matters too much. Oh no, I was right. There was one of those left. I just think I missed one of the regular ones. So it's not like I didn't count. I just, by the way, here's a counting tip. So the way I normally try to do that is I don't really count like at some point in the game. I just keep track of them. So, you know, lost Dorito. Yeah. No. I mean, well, it was a 50-50 thing for the Dorito. By the way, for those of you, oh come on, the stream stopped. No way. That's weird. No, it should be there. All right, you know what? I think let's do one last game and then wrap it up. It's been 1.5 hours. And if nobody signs up for last game, I'm going to do an arena. All right, so if you think about this one, what are the takeaways? Obviously, we can't really complain about our run out of tiles, but I think with this city, it's quite important that we exercise some patience and try to attack it only with the right tile when it got a triangle like this. So we took the initiative with a field, started with a divider, always a good thing to do. Just kind of proceeding organically. And then because we were first on the field, it required yellow to use a valuable tile for a field connection and like do things a little bit in an awkward manner. I think this move was also important, that it was a kind of a pre-block, so we just interfered with the coordination over here. And Marco got a little bit unlucky with the block over here because we drew literally the only remaining blocking tile in the deck. What else? Yeah, this a bit of a miscalculation that can happen. Yeah, so just a game consisting of lots of small decisions that kind of add up throughout the game. Oh, by the way, check this out. If only there was only this triangle remaining, if only the triangle was there, then this would have been completed. But in order for this to happen, there was quite a low probability event. So then yellow would have to draw both the Dorito. By the way, for our non-Spanish speaking viewers, Dorito is a triangle city. Then also yellow would have to draw this, well, which he did, but that's another coin flip. And then yellow would have to draw this before I get the city extender, the tube to connect over here, plus then you'd have to avoid blocks. So it actually was, I don't really think there was like more than 10% chance of actually completing this city. But you know, in that case, this would have definitely been devastating for our game. So attacking this was definitely the right move for yellow. The difficult part was doing this, which looked like kind of saving, but actually was really blocking yellow himself. And yellow ended up drawing this tile that he could have used as a connection. Yeah, something like this. All right, let me just check the chat again. Oh yeah, I don't think we're gonna have, because of the disruption, we're not gonna have too many viewers. So let me just do one arena game. Well, actually, I could also play KB over here on stream. Nope, too late. Let's just do one arena game to wrap this up. Anyway, thank you so much for the challenges. That was all three very interesting games. Quite a lot of luck for me in the second one, but I'll take it. Okay, I do not know this player from Spain. Well, not a bad start for the Spanish player over here. And we don't even get the 3 points. So what to do in this situation? Of course, we're going to try and get the 5 points. And we do. And of course I want to block this, but they're going to do this a little bit later. Drop a field meeple first. Even though there's only one city, the second one is about to get completed. Dilemma. So on one hand, I want to do it like this so that there's a straight line that I can put over here. On the other hand, I don't want to be pre-building a 3-point road. Nope, this is more important. Because I also get to expand my field that way, and check this out. Blocking tiles that way, and I mean we can afford to lose those 3 points. Of course, we're going to try and block this. It's usually very advantageous for us. Now, the thing that's not quite going well for us is this ruin over here, which I don't think is going to build up as a I don't think it's going to become a city, well, unless the run out is super lucky. Okay. Yeah, now I'm going to place this one over here and well, block this guy. And actually, so normally you want to avoid leaving empty city caps, but actually now we want to incentivize the red to take another city cap so that we get to block this spot as well. So the downside of this move is that we're setting ourselves for our city being a little bit vulnerable with triangles, but you're not gonna say no to a 4-point road that expands our field, and it's not like, well, yeah, you see, so now there's a way to block this, and now we're a bit of in a pickle here because we don't want to be taking these 2 points, taking away our squares, but I mean, what else are you gonna do? Well, actually, we could have gone here as well. That was an option, but just a bit hard to complete a city that way. Yeah, we could. I mean, at some point we need to do something about that city, right? Well, right after we expand. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, we could expand our field, but actually significantly expand our field, but you know, and it's a lovely tile. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. It's too many points. So normally you don't want to do that because like you're setting yourself for an attack. But in this case, it's actually not that bad. Because a couple of cities with roads have gone out. And now we have 0 places to score 2 points. We can start a road though. Yep. And also now our opponent cannot block us. And now we really need to be doing something about that city when we get a tile. But we don't. Okay, so now with this tile, yeah, we're losing this city. Oh, unbelievable. I don't think there's much what we can do about it. We're just gonna take 2 points and fight for compensation, right? There it is. There it is. This, of course, this is like the wrong way to turn it because you want to be saving these points. But we don't have good. I don't know what to do with this. This one we don't want to do because there's only 4 of those remaining. Yes, David. Anyone can play. I'm just kind of doing an arena now because nobody signed up. But if you're still around, we can do a game. Okay, I'm just gonna try to be a little bit quick. By the way, here we may need to mount a comeback. What? What do I do? I guess something like this, right? Okay, so at least now we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's only 2 triangles remaining. which makes this move not perfect. Like, not only are we losing the city, but we're getting like completely we could do this, actually. We need to get a monastery ASAP, or we could do this. Yeah, I don't think we can have too many open cities, can we? Okay, there it is. So, how are we going to make a comeback in this game? How are we going to do that? Well, we might start by setting up another blocking attack. It didn't work. It's fine. We might start to drop some field meeples. Over here, for example, I think it's a good one to draw. By the way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we should actually be dropping here as well, but that's good. I mean, good for us. But we just don't get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like 3 more left. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 left. Now 0 those left. Well, I guess our win condition is the field, right? I mean, what else can we do? Well, we are at +5 over here. Actually, we're not that far behind. We're only behind. Okay, just as I was about to say that we're not that far behind, we now, of course, get further behind. I could go over here, actually. But I think we need to get some actual points as well. Oh, only 7. So I would love to do something like this, actually. Maybe I can do that without a meeple. How about that? Because the thing's like, there's only, well, there are like not too many tiles that fit here, right? There's literally just 2. Which makes me think that I want to be doing this. But then we're constricting this guy as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 curves remaining. Let's just do this without a meeple and see what happens. Yeah, well, luckily our opponent is helping us a little bit, so we might be able to mount a comeback afterwards, after all. One, 2, 3. So I'm considering this with a field meeple. I'm considering this with a city meeple. I like this more. Not too many caps, but there's still some. Okay, now we're gonna try to block, even though it's not a very good blocking tile, but we gotta try. We gotta try. Well, now we get the tile that we wanted. So we connect here. But actually, do we even want to do that? Oh, that's a really, really good question. Oh no, we do, because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's still some tiles left that fit here. And now another good question, like what comes first, blocking this spot or connecting here? I think blocking this comes first, because then our opponent just doesn't have meeples until the end of the game. And then if only we connect over here. Of course our opponent should be blocking. Oh, yeah. We'll be left with one triangle to complete this. It's really not good, right? But we can't afford our opponent to have meeples. We want to have those 6 points, but on the other hand, we just have to go over here. And there's still one triangle left. No, there's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's tough. Tough choice. What would you do? Would you complete? Well, Elias, the delay is on purpose, by the way. So, I mean, I don't know if it's longer, but it should. I set it up to be 1 minute. But there are still 4 curves, and we can't. Yeah, we just can't let our opponent to have meeples. Well, this worked out. So we just think in order to win, we just need this tile. And, well, actually, I'm not sure. We might not win anyway, because he has this field and this field and this field. Actually, let's count up the points. We're at -7. Our opponent, but we're at +5, so we're at +2. We're at -4, so we're at -2. We're at +1, so we're at -1. These fields are equal. +1, and then 14 more points. We're at -13. But well, there's still one meeple left, right? -12. And this is not good for us. Well, I guess we have to go over here, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are still 3 curves remaining. We might even do this, like, no joke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all of them are out, and we get 3 points with this move, so we're at minus. Yeah, okay, I think that's the win finally. -6, -5, and now with this move we get plus 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 12. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so plus 15. Yeah. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, how did I not notice this connection? I mean, what is wrong with me? Now we kind of need to risk hard, right? But I mean, it's not something that I could have done much there, right? Oh, well, there's a monastery remaining. There are no curves remaining, though. There are no straight lines. There are no crossroads, no Doritos. What about city caps? What about city caps indeed? Wait, do I actually... Oh, I think I lucked into a 100% connection. Cause like I can see one, two, um, three. Yeah, so there's two city caps in monastery. Everything that fits over here and completely unblockable. We're so lucky. I mean, like not like lucky, but it's just I could pretend that I calculated this, but I didn't. Like I even missed that connection. Oh, whew. Yeah, that was surprisingly hard. Uh, oh, okay. She gets to score 4 more points, but I think it's still enough. I think we still win with this huge field. Well, yeah, that was that was unnecessarily stressful. I'm not sure. Maybe like I could have done something earlier with about that big city, but I didn't really have good tiles to do so, and that city ended up being here covered up completely. Wait, what was it worth? I even want to have a look. Yeah, 32 points. Well, and the field ended up being 27, so. All right. So David still want to play? If so, send me a challenge. If not, I think we're going to be wrapping this up in a minute. In the meantime, because I know like I need to wait for response and then there's a minute delay and stuff. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I upload loads of content, and if this one goes well, we might even make it a regular thing. We'll see. Also, as usual, loads of puzzles coming up in the pipeline. Well, loads. 3. Also, by the way, if you want to ask me anything about the previous games, then yeah, let me know. Yeah, okay, I see that you now told me. The city points. What is derrotar? This is the word that I do not know. All right, yeah. So can you send me challenge? Oh, then you're gonna need to remind me your username. It's interesting, kind of. I obviously like sort of know my viewers, but I don't always have the correct matches for the name and username. yeah, thank you. Of course, we've played multiple times with you. Actually, yeah, we've played 3 times. You know what? I know what I should do. I should ask Board Game Arena for a sponsorship, and then I'm gonna be doing those streams and encouraging everybody to buy premium. Because now I'm doing advertising for them for free. All right, let's go. Okay, so we're at -4 in the first move. Already a bit of an uphill battle. It's always Chris Meeple Wizard. Well, too early to thank for. Yeah, okay, just a misclick. Good luck and have fun. I really mean this time. Because when I'm in tournaments, I only mean the fun part. By the way, actually, it's not obvious which move over here is correct, but I like this move rather than this move precisely in order not to create a monastery spot. Well, now, of course, I think all of these 3 moves are good. And I think that this one's the best one. I mean, this is also good. Because now we're not going to be completing the monastery, but we're draw an extremely lucky card over here, which gives us loads of points, but most importantly, we get rid of this situation of our opponent's monastery controlling our meeple. The downside of this is that we're going to be playing an open position with a huge field, and hi Ilya. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so you see my opponent is proactive with the field. Although yeah, that's nice. Now should we get these? Why not? It's the start of the game. If I get blocked, I get blocked. Because the thing is, like, I just didn't want to give this to him, right? Because now he could have started ring road over here and at the same time consider an attack. But now what are you gonna do? I think he's gonna go over here. Ooh, okay. Lucky me. By the way, normally when you do these moves, you don't necessarily want to connect because this kind of solves my problems. You want to start to ring road yourself. If you're gonna place it over here, you want to face it the other way. At least that's how I like to play. And then of course we're now going to reconnect to the field. Yeah, we have to at least start fighting for it. So the thing is, like, obviously our wind conditions have not yet crystallized. But this move also legit, we can do that. But no, we just have to take points in the meantime. Now, of course, my opponent has to go here and drop a field meeple. I'm gonna delay connecting this because I'm losing the field at the moment anyway. So maybe we'll have a way of winning this game somehow without the field, but you know. Not obvious what to do with this tile for my opponent, because like you don't want to place it over here, it's just too discordant. You don't want to take these 2 points because you're giving me meeple back. And maybe you can like put it over here and block this. I mean, yeah, it's a fine move, but now, so check out what we're gonna do. We're gonna really put a nail in these 2 monasteries. So the question is whether we do it with or without a meeple. So I think we should be willing to kind of devote a meeple to just, yeah. With a meeple, so it's a -1, but it's just like very annoying for him to have. And he doesn't get to put monasteries here. We're constricting his field. It's a weird move a little bit. And the reason why we don't want to do this without a meeple is that, you know, in some cases we don't get blocked, and we just want him to continue as city. You know, maybe our opponent gets a city cap and puts it over here. If not, we're just gonna take some. So we're gonna place it over here, and most importantly, we're not going to place the field meeple like this. Generally, tube-shaped extenders are bad tiles for farming. First of all, if you get blocked, you get blocked there with 0 points of no expansion opportunities. And second, like, it will just create a very awkward awkward sequence for myself. So, you know, we're gonna do this later. Yeah, anything that constricts the field is good. So now the thing, now we should probably make this move over here. I mean, ideally we want to make this with something like a triangle with a shield, right? So that you create this tension, you know, okay, do we want to complete the city, or, you know, do we want to block? But I think we're just gonna try to go over, because there's no good moves. I mean, we could also go over here, but I like this one better. Just puts a little bit more pressure. And yeah, so now we have our block. Weird though as may be, we're blocking our meeple with 2 points, but there's excellent expansion opportunities because there's still 6 big tiles, which is why our opponent makes a good move and annoyingly saves himself. Yeah, well, at least we get to benefit from this a little bit. So, what should En Passant do? I assume, David, you're also a chess player. By the way, I hope that you're not watching this, because if you know my tiles, then I'm completely screwed. But in case you are watching it with the delay, then let me know how serious are you about chess. I mean, if your profile picture is chess position, I guess it has to mean something. The problem that can happen with me is that if my opponent gets a shielded tile, and then he blocks me like this. Oh, that was a really good move, unfortunately for us. Because now he's really threatening to unblock both of his meeples. But the thing is, if he does so with a city cap, then at least I get some city prospects. Or maybe with a shielded triangle. Now again, actually a good question what to do with this. I guess we go here with a field meeple. I don't want to engage with big fights, but it's not such we have a choice. We could also make this move. It's not bad. There are still many cities with a road. So I don't want him connecting. Yeah, but you know, what you gonna do? Well, we get a good run out. So we do win the flip here. Yeah, these are all good moves. By the way, only 4 straight lines left, 6 curves. And we're just gonna be building this guy up. And eventually it's gonna match one of those monasteries. Now, a move that En Passant can consider here is, ooh, this, yes, it's so unpleasant. Wait, how did I just forget about this meeple? By the way, oh, check this out. We could also block this guy. This would be fantastic if we get to block this. But this would be unreliable. We just have to connect ourselves first. And also there's some back-to-back scenarios, like for example, we could get a curve and start a counter field on my own. We could get, I don't know, all kinds of things. So now with this tile we just get to constrict this guy a little bit, although ideally we want to do it with a piece of road, but however there's only 2 regular city caps left. There's both dividers, but we will be blocking this at some point. And the thing is, like, if my opponent gets regular city cap, he will have a dilemma between connecting and going over here. So now what we're really threatening is dropping a field meeple with this move, which is what we're not gonna do because it's just too easily blockable. Yeah, so we're just gonna complete the city. Maybe even look for some opportunities how to, win this game without a field, perhaps. But the field is dicey. Is this a word? 358 in Board Game Arena. I'm like not sure how good that is in Board Game Arena system. I know only FIDE and chess.com and Lichess. But that's good that David did not respond. This means that he's not watching and being sportsmanlike about it. This was a mistake, and here's why. There's still 2 tiles left that fit here, and this kind of is pre-building a ruin for myself. This is just fantastic for me. All right. Now this move, no field meeple. Let's go. So now he'll probably connect. Oh, to the road. That's actually interesting. I know this is now becomes unblockable, yeah? It's not obvious to me which part should I block. So do I block from here at the same time constricting my opponent's field? By the way, I also have this move. On the other hand, I don't want to end up. By the way, I really don't want to. You don't want to be doing this move because, of course, like this road is long enough to justify losing a meeple. But if my opponent gets a divider, a road's finisher, then we're just so screwed. So here, my consideration: like if we put it over here, then we're both attacking this city, but then if he gets a straight line, we'll get to connect over here. If I put over here, then he connects over here, then we put over here and kind of get a double connection spot. I like this one more. Yep, not the best luck for our opponent. And so now, of course, we have a choice, right? We can do over this and just get the road and start a new city, which is nice. But I think this is more important because when you have a meeple advantage, you want to double down on the meeple advantage if you can afford it. Yes, this cost us some valuable points, and perhaps he gets to connect. But you know, that's fine because like we're up 1 meeple, now we're gonna be up 2 meeples. This guy's gonna be stuck here with 1 point. He's not gonna get to finish city on his field. And now if we don't connect over here, at least we get a +2 advantage in this mini battle. So 1 over here, 2 over here. So I think we have to do something like this and not meeple anything. As bad as it sounds, not meeple anything. That's a crime. Yeah, that's a decent move. Okay, so now, of course, we want to be taking these 3 points and blocking this, but I think this is just more important, right? So we're at +19. These monasteries are formidable, by the way. Still. That's a good move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what I want to do? I want to like triple down on that meeple advantage, and even at the expense of 4 more points, do something like this, and Well, although I'm I'm creating this spot. I could also go like this, but I'm creating another square. Maybe we'll get to connect to this field later, not that it matters too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because the thing is, like, with this move, we're eliminating 2 road finishers. And yeah, I actually really like this. I wouldn't normally do that. Okay, so we just need to count up the points and then decide, do we go for the... Oh, okay, so this was obvious. We just place it over here. But we need to decide, like, do we need to fight for this field or not? So we're at plus 15, but these minus 3 are 16. So we're at minus 1. We're at plus 3. No, these are equal. Okay, so we're at minus 1. These are equal. This plus 2, so we're at plus... And these are equal. Interestingly, we have, like, it's now completely equal in points. Of course, the thing... Ilya, no, I do not use a counter. I mean, definitely not for this streams. I use a counter for analysis. And sometimes I use a counter for practice. And also I use a counter for some of the arena games where I know that my opponent is also using a counter. Because, like, for example, if I'm playing against players from China, then I turn on a counter just because it's fair. Because, like... there's just certain players that use script, so I just want to even out a field. But no, as a rule, I don't use anything. By the way, so here's the thing, right? There's still 1 tile remaining for my opponent to separate. So by the way, we're at plus 3. And this was the purpose of the move. So you see now, en passant cannot use this to separate. And I think the best move for him is to score 2 points. It's a good, like, thing to think about whether it's here or here. I think here is slightly better. But the thing is, like, I do not want to make a move that's worth minus 13 points, right? I do not think that was the best one. I think this 2 points is better. I see that there's a risk of this getting connected, but now here's the thing. The reason why I did not want to connect this myself is because then we would be flipping for the monastery. And variance benefits the side that's behind. In this case, my opponent. Okay, by the way, we have, like, nothing to do with this tile. I'm just, like, tempted to take a ruin. I don't know, 5 points, but... And the thing is, like, I can do it whenever, and I already have 1 ruin, but I just have to do something. Ooh, we could go over here. But the thing is, we could get blocked. Blocked. Actually, no, that's a terrible move. Don't consider it. We could go here and, like, try and score some fields. I mean, I just have to play move. I have many meeples. I don't know what to do. It won't hurt, I guess. Oh, but there was a field connection. What's wrong with me? I mean, I'm gonna use it now. Oh, so here's the situation, right? If my opponent draws the monastery now, he cannot afford to place a meeple over here. Well, he maybe can. He can risk. He can if he just wants to risk hard. By the way, last city cap. Yeah, not the best move. What am I doing? It's like as if I'm saying, you know, I have too many meeples. I don't have too many meeples. That's ridiculous. Okay, I think I should connect to the field now. It's a secure connection. And I'm setting up this, but it's okay because it just gives points to, you know, not only to myself, but to my, not only to my opponent, but to myself as well. And now, like, no matter what happens, actually this move would be, oh, my opponent has a very good move right now to screw me over here. Now we should do a recount. Like it's not a one game. WON. Great move, great move. Yes, that's good. And preventing me to do. I mean, there's still 2 dividers to do this, but now of course we need to do this. Obviously without a meeple. I mean, a 50% for like a huge impact move. If my opponent gets this, well, at least he brings me into the field. So I think that is justifiable. Okay, again, so we're plus 18. Equal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, creating a connection spot over here. Oh, we even get a piece of luck. I see eliminating a connection spot. We're not even going to try. Actually, we could do that. We could even. I think we can even complete the city. But when there's variance, you pick it up because there's still 1 starting tile left, and we need to make sure that our opponent does not get these 4 easy points. Now he should risk hard and place this over here and try to complete the city. Yeah, well done. That's great job. Great job. How do we react to this? We don't. We just continue our way. It's like it's not that we have much better moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't necessarily want to continue like this, I guess. Or maybe we do. By the way, when you're selecting which ruin to expand, you want to expand the one that has the off chance of getting completed. There's no city caps, no triangles. There's 2 dividers. Will I be likely to need this? There's a connection spot, by the way, which I do not want to leave open, but nah, I might just do this. Wow. Okay, so our opponent gets a much needed piece of luck for them. And actually, it's now unclear if we even win this. Like we could very well lose. So 10 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 17, 16. So we're at +1. We're at only +7. Like it's not a huge deal or anything. We could get ourselves to +10, like if we just place this over here and we get 1 meeple and everything on the field. I think this could actually work out quite nicely for us. Well, the thing is, like, we don't. Oh, we could also actually start blocking this. I don't know why we didn't think about this. But I kind of want to eliminate these opportunities. Just need to calculate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, that wasn't really a good thing because like I'm supposed to remember this. Although if my opponent reconnects with 2 meeples, I don't know. No, I think this is more important. It's just eliminate any chances. So of course he now, well, we would have connected by the way, but it's not a way to think about these things. And there's many field connections from the outside with a curve. It's really not obvious. You know what? I think we're just going to eliminate a field connection instead. Okay, so we win the coin flip. And then this should be game. Would have been interesting to see how we would proceeded without the coin flip though. Okay, well then en passant wins a coin flip. And now perhaps if they win this flip, we can see what happens. But they have 2 meeples. And there's loads of connection spots. So maybe if they connect with 2 meeples, they can win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now currently I'm at plus. But it's not like there are too many good connect. No, I'm just gonna do this. Where am I? And then let's say my opponent take this spot, I take this spot. So it's like one of those. And it should kind of even out. Also unlucky tile for en passant, because it's not very good farming tile. Well, I think they just have to go here and take 6 points and try to somehow connect from the outside, but we'll take this one with 2 connection spots. And we're doing this not to connect to our field ourselves. It's like you want to drop a field meeple there so that your opponent does not drop a field meeple over there. And by the way, the reason I wanted to do this first is, well, 4 points, never bad. But also so that there are 2 connection spots, so that, you know, we can re-attack in case our opponent attacks this. Yes, Ilya. I've actually had sometimes, like, for example, when I'm playing with a counter, I can sometimes play too fast. Also, I actually miscount more often when I'm playing with a counter than when I'm playing without. Like when I'm playing without, I'm playing a little bit slower, more deliberately thinking about every decision. And if I just misclick something on the counter, I just go tuk 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 tuk. And by the end of the game, there's like 3 tiles left, and I have still 10 unmarked tiles on the counter. Okay, it's like, how do I deal with this? Yeah, I mean, see, like in the ending of the game, he's playing well and stuff. But there's no straight lines, but there's still curves, right? 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, there's no. This is spectacular. So this could be a spot with 0 connections, but I think there's still 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's 0 connections. But the thing is, I'm probably still gonna do it. Because if my opponent gets like a monastery or something, then oh, there's a connection spot through here as well. Yeah, there's just, well, basically there are ways to connect. It's a little bit long to explain, but there are other tiles that my opponent can draw, like a monastery, and then place it over here and then connect through something else. But there aren't actually many of those left. So as we remember, by the way, also the thing about counting, I'm not even going to do recount now. I remember that there are no city caps, the regular ones. I remember there are no triangles. So what's left is just back-to-back monasteries, right? And you kind of need a monastery over here if you're my opponent. So maybe that was a little bit excessive, but you know, I don't want to take any chances. There's, by the way, still one big tile that fits over here. So let's find a good move for red. It's tough. It's really difficult situation, but maybe you can go over here and like create connection spots. Yeah, that would be. Ooh. This is a great idea. This is how you should be thinking, like when you're playing these games. Unfortunately, I think it has 0 outs because there are just no road tiles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and so I see like the idea is to get a monastery and to get a straight line, but there's just nothing. There's like literally nothing that fits here. Well, yeah, here comes the monastery. Now here's mine. And now there's a triple city left. Oh, and divider, yeah. Oh, divider. Oh no! I forgot about this one. Did we lose the game? That's interesting, actually. I mean, that's a great play for our opponent. Absolutely great. I don't think we lost, though. Well, actually, that's a really good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 18. So my opponent's gonna have where just only +8. Okay, so you're gonna be much closer. Here it's +10. Here it's -6. But we have, so we're at +1 at the moment. Yeah. How did I forget about this tile? Because I counted those, and I mentioned this, but well, it happened. So I think we should be at +6 now. But fantastic sequence by our opponent. This is exactly how you should try and play. Yeah. So by the way, in order for me to prevent this field connection, I don't think there was a good way to do it at all. There is a type of move that you can do. Like I could have considered taking like one of those tiles, one of the city tiles, placing it over here, and then dropping a field meeple. So if he gets monsters, then I reconnect. But the thing is that that wasn't 100% chance, because if I draw one of those, then I'm kind of screwed. All right. Thank you for the game, David, and especially this final sequence. That was really good. Oh, +7. I thought was +6, but yeah. You see, so not the easiest game. By the way, it's very often with those situations that, like, when you're ahead, there's multiple ways of winning, and usually when there's an option to win without the field, I try to go that, because that's the 100% option. Just like score points and stuff. Yeah. What happens if I don't get this monastery though? I don't know. Well, I think if I don't get this monastery, then I get this, or I don't think there was a run out where I don't win something so substantial, or I get this and then I get to score it over here. Something like that. So let's just wrap up this game a little bit. Oh, I should have tried and blocked from the other side. Yeah, good point actually. Oh, of course, that was a mistake. Yeah, I should have placed this curve a good spot, Elias. So the reason I should have placed this curve not here but here is just so that the blocking square for the blocking square, so this one, so that it would be a little bit more constricted. Yeah, that's something that I actually missed. So what do we do here? So which moves? I think we got actually quite a lucky round of tiles with this city. Really like secured a massive advantage over here. This move was a little bit weird, but you know, ended up being 8 points. Kind of doesn't hurt. What else? Well, we did win this coin flip, but actually this wasn't necessary, because I could have even considered not placing this meeple over here, because by winning this coin flip, we also opened up the field a lot. But you know, 8 points is 8 points. But I think the move that I'm kind of happiest with is this one. That sort of really made life harder a little bit for red, with having this expansion potential. By the way, had I drawn this would have been a massive city for 8 or more points the size of a monastery, and just to get that meeple advantage, and you know, force red into investing good tiles and trying to complete this monastery like this city cap over here. Reds made some excellent choices. For example, with this one, trying to, you know, score hard this city, and that worked with this sequence. Yeah. All right, thank you for the game. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please remember to subscribe and stuff, and also tell people about your about this channel, because there's more of that where they came from. Happy New Year to those of you who are... Wait, how does this work? Oh no, I don't think you have any. I don't think we have viewers from Asia at the moment. So Western Hemisphere will have the New Year later. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit slow today. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.